What's going on, guys? This is Riggs, and thank you so much for tuning into the video. I'm really, really excited for this one. What we're going to be talking about is the different types of rankers, the 6 different types of ways you can rank in this game. We're going to have some fun with it, but before we get into that, I need to let you guys know about a little teeny tiny tournament that's happening this Sunday. And by teeny tiny, I mean $500. That's right, it's a $500 tournament. It's going to be right here on this channel. Myself and Nader are going to be putting it on. Make sure you guys check out his channel. Link is down in the description. So what it's going to be is we're going to play 4 maps, okay? This is going to be duos. 4 maps. The winner from each map is going to go head-to-head against each other in the 5th match. That map is to be determined for a grand total of $500. The first place team is winning $200. The second place team is winning $100. The third place team is winning $50. And for each of the 4 maps, whether you win or lose, we're going to be giving whoever the top fragger is $1 per kill. Let's say you go ham in this room. Let's say you have 15. Let's say you have 18 kills. That'll be $18 in your hand. So there's something to get for everybody. And for everyone who participates, there's also going to be a separate $100 drawing. Guys, this is the Christmas special. All this money will be in your pocket before Christmas. It's a little way for myself and Nader and Zero Skills. It's our way of saying thank you to you guys for being such an awesome community. Tell your family, tell your friends. Join the Discord server for full laid out details. Just want to get that out there before we jump into the video. Now, having said that, there's a lot of information, but yeah, definitely join the Discord server. So, what we're going to be talking about in this video, you guys, are the 6 different types of rankers that are here in PUBG Mobile. And as you guys know, one thing I've always done on this channel that you guys always seem to like is I've made a lot of videos about ranking. So if anybody knows about ranking here, it's me, right? 6 times conquer. But yeah, so we're going to get into the 6 different types. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And of course, enjoy the gameplay on the screen for you. So the very first person, or the very first type of ranker we're going to talk about, you've all heard the name, but it's the most important one, I'd say, and that is the tryhard. These are some of the most deadliest people you can run into on the battlegrounds, you guys. The tryhards are the ones that drop hot. They are relentless. They push knocks, they rush gameplay. They will drive in a vehicle and they will chase you down and they will find you. They will stop at nothing to not only get the knock, get the thirst, even if they know they're going to die, if they know that they are done, they will thirst everybody in their sights just to ruin somebody else's game. But yeah, this is probably going to be the most common type that you might hear on the list. It's something we all hear about, we all talk about. But yeah, without a doubt, it's the tryhard. They're pushing the ranking boards or the leaderboards. And you'll often find these people usually in ace tier. And like I said, they can be fun to play with, but you have to keep up. You have to keep up with the tryhard. And they always have those crazy little symbols in their name. Gotta love the tryhards. Now, the next one we're going to talk about on the list, you guys, is the no-lifer. Now, we only see the no-lifer for about a week, and it's at the very beginning of the season. These are the people that I don't know if they're obviously not going to school. They clearly don't have jobs. They just sit and they will play PUBG. I've done the math on how many matches they play in the first couple days of the season. These are the people that you will see in Conquer in literally 3 days when the new seasons come. Now, they top the leaderboards from day 1, but once they hit Conquer, they peel off. They'll start playing a different perspective, or they'll start playing duos, but they're not pushing the leaderboards as far as ranking through and staying on the leaderboards. The no-lifer sits down, they play PUBG for probably 3 or 4 days straight, relentlessly, and they get Conquer within just a few days, and then poof, they're gone. You don't see them on the leaderboards, you don't see them ever again. And and they're good players. I mean, these players, they know exactly what they're not just playing 1,000 games in a few days. I mean, these guys know exactly what they're doing. They often have 15, 20, if not higher KDs. They know how to win games. They know how to rank. So the no lifer, you only see them for a little bit, but yeah, they're always on the leaderboards at the start of the season, and then they're gone. Now the next one, this one kind of cuts me deep. This one cuts me really, really deep, you guys. And this is the camper we all know. We don't love, but we all know who the camper is. This is the type of person who ranks up in this game. They're often associated with snakes, but it's a little bit different. Going prone and snaking is different. But the camper specifically, these are the people who will jump as far off in the playing path as possible. You'll actually, a lot of the times, you'll find this player on Miramar. For whatever reason, I think it's because it's such a large map, such a huge landmass, it's easier for them to hide. These are the people, they often have very, very low KDs, but the camper, they know how to get points at the end of the day. For them, it's all about survival. It's not about kills for the camper. It's straight up, they know how to camp a building. They'll stay there. The next zone will come. They'll get to that next zone. They'll camp down. And then when someone goes in that building, they're kind of like thinking like one of those like little trapdoor, those little trapdoor spiders, the little thing underneath the water, where a little an animal will go over it. It just comes out and rips them into the ground. That's the camper. They sit prone in a building. They're in a corner. You cannot see them. You cannot hear them. The only time you hear them is when you find out you're knocked and you're like, what happened? They thirst you. And then you realize that they've been sitting in the same building as you for the last few minutes, and you can hear a pin drop in there. So the camper, I'm sorry, for the majority of us, we cannot stand these types of people, but they're part of the game, so it is what it is, right? So that's the third type of ranker we see is the camper. Number 4 is the stuck in a rut. Now, Riggs, what are you talking about? What is the stuck in a rut? The stuck around is the person who wants to rank up. They try so hard. They try so hard to rank. They want that ace parachute. But for whatever reason, they can't get out of crown 4. Or they'll get to crown 3, and then they'll die immediately in the next match, and now they've just used their tier protection, then they die again, and now they're like halfway down into the tier before, and they're just constantly, they're trying to rank up, and they get dropped back down. Constantly, these are the people who will play like 3 or 4 or 500 matches, and they're like diamond 1. You're like, how the hell is this even possible? But this is the stuck rut. However, no matter how hard they try, they'll rank up a little bit. They'll take 3 steps forward, or they'll take 1 step forward and then 3 steps back. 1 step forward, then 2 steps back. And they're just constantly battling throughout the entire season. But often, the stuck rut will eventually get that parachute at the end of the season, whether it's the last thing they do. They know how to play. They often are the type of person who just runs into bad luck. These people are caked with bad luck. This is the stuck in a rut. Now, number 5 on our list is the average Joe. Now, this is the type of person, I know a lot of guys are going to ask, Riggs, well, where are you on this list? I'm kind of between average Joe and I'd say try hard, because I go pretty freaking sweaty, especially when I'm playing with fake. But the average Joe is just your average ranker. They're not pushing the leaderboards. They're not trying, in a sense, super, super hard, but they know how to play the game. They know how to hit their shots. They know how to rotate. But yeah, they just kind of just coast through. You'll never see them on the leaderboard. But these are the people where, they put up good fights, but they're not dropping Pachinki every single match. They're not dropping Picado or Hacienda every single match, or Boot Camp every single match. They're usually dropping kind of mildly safe. They still want to land people. They still want to get their kills, and they just slowly. It's kind of like the tortoise beat the hare. They'll grab that parachute. They'll get that ace parachute, or they'll get to conquer. They kind of do it on their own time. They're not in a hurry. They just kind of cruise through. This is your average Joe. You're straight up. They don't have all the try-hard symbols. They don't play that way. But they are a lot of fun to play with. They know how to play the game. Now, saving the best for last here, you guys. Number 6 on our list on the different types of rankers or different ways to rank in this game. On our list, coming in last or first, depending how you look at it, is the God tiers. Now, this is not Crown tier. This is not Ace tier. This is not Conquer tier. This is the God tiers. These are the people that are on the leaderboards. These are the number one Grenadiers. These are the number one Terminators, the number one squad, or the top 10 squad wins or duo wins. These are the people that you will see on the leaderboards. That is what they play for, is to get on the leaderboards and to stay on the leaderboards. These are the guys who wreck you every single time you run into them. And no, we're not talking, guys, we're not talking about hackers. We're not talking about cheaters. We're not talking about anything like that. These are the players that are a step above, shoulders and head above everybody else. These are the people. It's like even if you drink the same Gatorade that LeBron James drinks, and you buy the shoes that he wears, you will never play as good as LeBron James. It's just not going to happen. It's not in your DNA. You will, no matter how much you practice, you cannot play at LeBron James's level as far as basketball. We're talking about basketball. Or in soccer, if we're talking about Messi. No matter how much you practice, you'll never be as good as him. Same thing with the God tiers. No matter what you do, you will never be on these guys' levels. There's something else. And they kind of fall in to the same as, obviously they're tryhards. These are the people that go for kills. They hit their shots. They know exactly what to do. They often have 60, 70% win ratios. They're the ones charting the leaderboards day in and day out, season in and season out. God tiers. No, they're not even close to Conquer. They're above Conquer. There's nothing above Conquer except God tier. There's only a select few that fall in that. Now, those are the 6 type of rankers. What I want you guys to do right now before you log off of this video or click off this video, is I want you to tell me, where do you fall? Where are you in this mix? A lot of you might say, oh, I don't rank at all. But for those of you that do, for those of you that enjoy ranking, like many of us, let me know down in the comment section. Everybody else know down in the comment section where you fall in this mix. Whether you're a tryhard, a no-lifer, a stuck in a rut, a God tier, a camper, no matter what it is, let's have a vibrant, fun comment section. I'll make sure I'll leave those hearts and respond to you guys. But yeah, let's have some fun with this. The 6 different types of rankers. Which one are you? Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And until the next one, this has been Riggs from Riggs Gaming.